Hey everyone, so for every video in the past couple months, I've gotten a comment asking me to use Mega Altaria, so I built this team around a Mega Altaria Cerulege wall-breaking core. We have max special attack modest nature on this, and the speed allows us to outspeed defensive Gliscor, so we can Ice Beam that. We have a hyper offense team in front of us, so what I think I want to do about this is Cerulege isn't a bad lead, but it also kind of wins the game if I'm, able to weaken some stuff and get up rocks. I think I lead off with my Urshifu here and go right for Choice Scarf Surging Strikes, which they really struggle into. I don't think they would like freeze dry right away, but even if they do, I don't really mind. Urshifu destroys this team, wow. Yeah, so that's gonna I don't think it 2-hit KOs. It actually has a chance to. Do I want to risk that though? Taking a freeze dry would suck. It would put me in range of stuff like Cerulege. I think I'll just go for Surging again, honestly. As they go hard Gyarados, so I know they want to Dragon Dance. Should I just Surging Strikes again here? Yeah, absolutely. They're going for Dragon Dance, and I'm not going to just let that happen. And now, even if they Mega Evolve, I believe it just gets knocked out. So, yeah, really aggro play from them. I don't understand that, but they're not able to win with their Mega Gyarados, so goodbye to that thing. Iron Hands comes out. That's the correct play. It tanks this hit pretty well. Who do I want to use here? I mean, Mega Altaria can actually come in and do some work. I can weaken this with Hyper Voice, and then it's a bit tricky after because the Veil is still going to be up. Maybe the best play is just to stall a bit with Zapdos. Actually, the correct play is let's get this Veil out of here right now with a Defog, and then I'll go ahead and Hyper Voice them with my Mega Altaria after this. I would love to land this Hurricane because I have no idea whether Hyper Voice OHKOs or not. I can't Volt Switch because then I can't stand with Zapdos, which I'm trying to sack right now. So hopefully this Hurricane just lands. Please, OHKO, come on. I don't think it does. I needed the Hurricane damage, didn't I? 99 too. That's so sad. I literally would have had this thing, dead with a full health Mega Altaria on the field. I still think I win though because they literally can't beat my Urshifu with anything. But it just would have been way easier had I landed that attack. Now they have to go Golden Go basically. To which I just go U. Goes ahead and does that. I think they're probably doubling out into Ninetales. I'll just go for EQ. Because with that damage, Surging Strikes just wins now, right? I get up rocks to guarantee it. Or not, never mind. They're going for the all-out pummeling, but it shouldn't matter at this point. Surging Strikes just destroyed this entire team. This would have been tricky had they had Power Whip on Gyarados and gone for that, but I don't even know if it gets access to that move anymore, I'm going to be honest. I haven't seen that used in forever since Gen 8, so maybe it doesn't get Power Whip. It did have access to it at one point though, I remember that. But as long as Ninetales dies here, we're good. I don't even think a Freeze Dry would OHKO me, so it would have to freeze me to have any chance here. Cerulege will die. Treads might live one, but it shouldn't be able to knock me out with anything. I think they're realizing now that they sacked both of their Urshifu counters, unfortunately for them. Basically, what they have to do is go Ninetales and try to get the roll with the Freeze Dry, or just freeze me if it's not able to KO, right? But they don't want to click a move. Come on, man. There's no other way around it. They go ahead and DC. I guess I'll go ahead and continue this game if they come back, but if not, we'll move on. That one might have been a bit tricky had they switched out their Iron Hands as I tried to Hyper Voice it, but after getting the Hyper Voice damage, there was nothing they could do, basically. So, pretty easy win. Let's go ahead and try to take on this team now. Very, very weak to Choice Scarf Urshifu, if I can get my plays right, that is. I do want to get rid of the Garchomp, ideally, if I can, but I unfortunately have a great Mega Altaria counter and Galarian Slowking. I don't love to see that. Maybe I have to rely on Cerulege to try to wall break this game, but if they're max speed Lando, that's going to be tricky too. Not the best matchup. Let's lead you. I'm just going to go right for knockoff. I don't think you click Fake Out just because why would you take Rocky Helmet damage potentially for no reason? I'm hoping that they U-turn out or just hard switch and I can get a free knockoff into Ferrothorn or Tornadus. They do go for Fake Out. I don't really get why. That would have been a free 17 if I was just Rocky Helmet, which maybe I should be. But I'm just going to go for knockoff now. I'm hoping they go Ferrothorn here, predicting a Toxic or something as they do. We get rid of leftovers, so no leftovers for that thing. This is a free chance for me to bring out my I mean, they're going for hazards, right? Let's go U. As it goes right for spikes. I mean, this is like screaming I have flamethrower, so they're gonna go Galarian Slowking. Let's double out, yeah. I have to make plays right here because this matchup is really annoying, honestly. Like, I can't really be passive. And this is a good chance for me to go for my rocks. As Lando comes out, I will take 50 on Lando in exchange for rocks going up on my field or whatever. I guess like the knockoff is a bit worse. Yeah, I don't want like that. Especially because they have leftovers, so they're getting more longevity out of it than me. So it goes ahead and defogs. Okay, let's go ahead and bring out our Zapdos now. I don't want Tinglu taking any more damage than it has to. Static there would have been really nice, but Landorus being weakened is great. Zapdos is like my opening in this game. They don't beat Zapdos with anything except for this mon. Yeah, this is the threat right here. Let's go Urshifu. Are they going to Dragon Z right now before my Altaria Mega evolves? That's a huge risk. I think I pivot through Alomomola, actually. They should never let me knock this off here. That would make no sense. But they would have. Just to set up a future sight, too. That's unfortunate that I got that wrong. Let's get up our rocks again. I mean, okay, what are they going to do to take advantage of this? They might go hard low punny, but at that point I'm just going to stay in and eat the CC. Yeah, let's go for rocks as Lando comes out. So future sight goes off this turn. My play is just a ruination and let the future sight happen, yeah. And now we go back to Zapdos on the Earthquake. No thank you. And we get to throw off Hurricane, really. I mean, okay, I could have Volt Switched on this. Felt kind of aggro. Throws off Sludge Bomb, fishing for a poison. That's a good play. I'll give them that. We're going to make a play of our own now. I'm going to double out. Okay. This is why you don't make plays in competitive Pokemon, because you will just get caught the one turn you try to. If I Earthquake there, Mega Altaria wins the game on its own, basically, which is really unfortunate. And now they get the poison. Yeah, let's make the play again. At this point, I need to get the play right, so... Tornadus is a good double. I'll U-turn here. Reveal my Scarf, it's fine. I think we're still in this game because I have Zapdos and Wish support, but it's just not the situation I want to be in, you know? Gonna Cane here, predicting a ground type. We actually landed through Confusion too, which is crazy. I didn't think that would happen. Let's go Aloe on the rocks. I think I throw off a Wish here and then try to pass into Tinglu. Toxic. Okay, good play. Oh, do you have Protect? I'm just going to go hard Tinglu in case you do. You have Dragon Tail. Well, I'm just going to get Toxic again. I don't want that. I could Hurricane. Maybe I should just... No, Zapdos getting Toxic would be a gigantic mistake. Are you going to give me this thing's item for real? Like, you were willing to once. I feel like you go Ferrothorn now. Yeah, I can't get plays right in this one for some reason. Okay, let's go for Zapdos here. Get rid of everything on the Leech Seed. Volt out here. I think I'm going to try to break with my Cerulege now. Yeah, let's get our guy in. Go right for... Do I need my Z move for later? Probably not. Let's just drop it now. Is that the right one? It is. Okay. Just because if Lando comes in, I want to get the kill. Garchomp will die to this too, so... Okay, I'll take Garchomp off their hands. That means I can Bitter Blade through their team. And Urshifu actually has a chance to maybe do stuff, so... We still have a good odds of winning this game. I just really regret not Earthquaking. So I go Zapdos every time here. It's not really a question about it. What's the plan? Like, do you have a Z move for me here? Doesn't kill, though. That's all that matters. Because I go you, and... I really think they have to switch, so I'm just going to go for U-turn. Yeah, like, they can't stay in there. Bitter Blade is a free click now, right? Let's just go ahead and do that. I hope Lando dies, but it'll die to Sneak after if it doesn't die to it right now. Yeah, let's just go for Sneak, knock it out in one hit. And why didn't I take... Oh, Bitter Blade recovery, right. So Zapdos I want to heal at some point, which once I get the Roost off, it'll be Waldas Lopunny again. I believe I just go Alomomola here. We are Boots and can take this Mon on. They might try to double out. But they just go for Fake Out. Okay, so I'm going to flip turn here on Tornadus into... I don't want to take Spikes damage. The correct way to play this is to... I think go Cerulege and Bitter Blade now. Just to force another KO, basically. Like, the other play is Altaria, but that just invites in Glow King, and there's Mind Games there I don't want to deal with. This is the pressure I need to win. So they need to Hurricane confuse me. That would be, like, the one way this would go bad. But I'm just going to Bitter Blade. Don't... Really? Alright. I mean, yeah. It happens, man. It's whatever. But... would have loved to not get hacked there. I can't even click anything. They shouldn't have U-turn, but maybe they do. No, let's make a play here. They double into Ferrothorn. Okay. That's really frustrating, honestly, but I'm just going to Ruination. No, that would be a mistake. They're going to Leech Seed, right? What do I do about that? A Rock's worth it. Yeah, if I get that KO, I win. Maybe I just Rocks up and try to Surging Strikes through this team. I guess. Like, I can't think of anything better. Is this my chance to Roost up Zapdos? Yeah, absolutely. But Galarian Slowking is a problem right now. That's the issue. Because they get to bring it out for free here. Throw off another Sludge Bomb or a Future Sight. Whatever they want, really. And it's just not a good situation. If Torn was gone, I would feel a lot more confident. Because that's also speed control I have to worry about now. So we got a Roost off. I'm just going to go all the way to full, honestly. Goes ahead and spikes up again. Alright, that's fine. I'm going to defog it all away. And now we're going to Volt Switch out into Altaria on the spikes. And they stayed in. Nice. Okay. So we got the play right eventually in the end. That's what I needed. Because, okay, this might have triple axles. Let's not just sack Mons for fun. I go U, and then I go flip turn into Zapdos, right? Go Slowking. So gotta chip this Mon down over time. Why did my Zapdos take 10,000 years to come out there? Jeez. So we can get a bit of chip there. I think it's AV, because that literally did nothing. So, yeah, that's gotta be Assault Vest. Brings out Torn. Okay, that's fine. I just flip turn out. Future Sight goes off right now, right? So, can't go U. I think I sack off the Altaria here. Can I get some Justice in a Hurricane Miss right now? I would be very happy. No, they land their moves, of course, so... I mean, not that they, you know... I missed something earlier, they just crit me. But this Mon shouldn't be here, that's the frustrating part. We can Surging, though, get a kill, probably. I think it'll 2-hit KO Glow King. Maybe they go hard Mega Lopunny if it lives? That wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah, they do. Okay, I was going to say they probably have to there. Go U on the Fake Out, because I got to keep the pressure to Surging Strikes one more time later. I think what I have to try to do here is Wish Pass into my Urshifu, and then I can win. So just don't crit or do anything obnoxious again, and then I'm fine. Come on. Please. I still get it in here, just to make sure it can do stuff later. And U-turn out. Into U. Wish again here. Flip turn out this turn. Hope I don't get hacked, of course. That's a big part of winning at Pokemon, getting your moves off. Future Sight goes off right now, huh? I mean, I can go Zapdos and try to dodge, I guess. It's not the worst plan ever. Oh, wait a minute. Did Future Sight not go off yet? What happened? Oh, my Wish. Right, yeah, so I can Volt Switch. I thought about that all wrong, but I gotta not get hacked right now. They're gonna keep on making this safe play, which I kind of agree with, but at the same time, Eventually, you'll be forced to make a different play, because I'm going to eventually get this knockoff into this Pokemon. I think right now, maybe. Like, you can try to pivot back to Torn, but is it really going to be worth it in the long run? Goes Tornadus. Okay, I'm going to flip turn and hope that it puts you in range of Surging Strikes. I think it is. Urshifu Rapid Strike, Tornadus, Therian. Yeah, it does enough if they're the correct set. So, you can't go low bunny this time, man. Sorry to say. I think we have this one anyway, despite the Cerulege crit that made this Torn a factor for the next 60 turns. This should kill. I mean, okay, maybe they have max HP investment. Do you live 2 of these? 16. Oh, you actually do. That's really frustrating. But I think, yeah, I have to do this, because if I switch, then I lose anyway. And you shouldn't have Psychic on a set with Future Sight, so let's pick up our KO now. If I sack this, do I win? I think I do just to win, maybe, but is there any reason to do that? I think it would be a throw to sack this, I'm going to be honest. Let's just Volt Switch out now on the Heat Wave, go back to you. Surging Strike somebody for a kill. I hope I'm not throwing this, but I don't think I am. Maybe if they have Quick Attack, that would be a problem. But they have to lose something now. They're trying to figure out what. I think they sack off the... I think it's the Slowking. Yeah, there it goes. To go low bunny. Which if it has Quick Attack, that's a problem like we said. But I'm just going to go you. Flip turn. And I think we're good now. Because even if I come back in on a Spike here, we do live Quick Attack from this percent. So yeah, I just go Alomomola in case they're fake out Quick Attack. Actually, no, I don't. I just sack this and then... Yeah, they tried to play off the choke of me going out into Alomomola. GG, man. We have another game. This team looks very unique. They have a Jellicent. They also are very weak to Mega Altaria with the combination of moves I have. We hit 5 out of 6 of these Pokemon super effectively, and Jellicent I don't think wants to take the max special attack Hyper Voices, so that's going to be my main wall breaker right here. Now, I want to make sure that I'm careful with it. I don't want it to take a random hit from one of these physical attackers and just get knocked out. I'm going to try to bring it in on Pokemon like Ferrothorn and Gliscor. Okay, they end up leading off with this guy, so I'm just going to U-turn, hoping they go Jellicent, not wanting to take a Banded Close Combat turn 1. I feel like they're going to stay in for some reason, but who knows. I can't go Altaria on this right now because I don't know whether it's T-Wave. I don't know. I mean, I would assume Rocks turn 1, but they have like so many hazard setters. I don't know what this is even doing. Maybe it is worth it to make the play into Altaria. Okay, so they just make the safe play into Jellicent. I was hoping to see that. Lets me go Cerulege here. And I believe I'm just going to go ahead and SD up and then... Should I just throw off my Z move right now? Yeah, like the damage on T-Tar is great for Altaria. I'm sure you have Pursuit, but at this point... You know what? Do I just take the damage and not even care? I think they're going to Pursuit me anyway. Why bother trying to switch? Because they double out into Gliscor. Okay. I understand that. It kind of covers a lot. They were probably trying to get in on Alomomola. I could SD on Protect here and be in such a strong spot. Basically game winning at that point, but do I go for that? I think they're not going to click Protect just because SD is a possibility. I mean, if they do, they do, but like I could see a T-Tar double happening here maybe. They're probably very surprised I just stayed into Poltergeist again, but I was more worried about getting the damage than trying to... They do Protect. Okay, maybe the SD was smart. Goes for Earthquake. Yeah, I gotta keep that Mon. Should I just Surging? Not even care. Go with Ferrothorn. Yeah, that was a horrible idea. Okay. It's fine though. I don't really need that alive, especially because I have Wish support. It won't be the end of the world. Throws off that. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to knock off your item now, if that's all good with you. You don't need those leftovers. Let's click Wish again here. I mean, I could just knock off another item right now if I want, but I'm really thinking, can I get an Urshifu on this? Yeah, I don't know if I can get in my Urshifu right here, so what I think I'm going to do is... You know what, let's try it. Okay, they go for taunt, nice. So we get back to full health for free, and I can just go right for U-turn here. Force more damage on the Ferrothorn if they want to go that route, but I don't see why you would switch out here. You have a free turn. Taunt is strange though, because I just showed knockoff, so you would have just given me your item. Goes for Willow. Yeah, I thought that was a possibility. But, like, why? Oh, you had Colbur Berry. Okay. Nightshade isn't really that problematic. Let's get up our rocks here. And finally actually threaten this out with a Pokemon right now. Is this where I make the double into Altaria? I think so. There it is. Okay. I'm just going to reveal. It doesn't even matter if I show it to them. As I knock them out with the Ice Beam. Yeah, it's not worth trying to over-predict there, like predicting a Protect. I just go for the Ice Beam, and it does the work I need it to. Now I just Hyper Voice everybody. There's no reason for me to stay in on this Pokemon when I have a Zapdos, though. Like, yeah, losing that to Brave Bird is like the one way I can throw this game right now. Yeah, as they went Great Tusk predicting Volt Switch, it's so over. What do you have here? Focus Punch. Wait, but I broke the focus, right? Isn't that how that works? Yeah, I did. Okay. It didn't say it in chat yet, so I wasn't sure. But we flip turn here on the substitute, which, fun fact for you. Wait a minute. Are you faster than me? No, you're not. Okay. I kind of didn't think about that. I'm a very fat Mega Altaria set, so there was a chance I got outsped there. I want to try to win with this if possible. Goes for Double Edge. Okay. I'm just going to U-turn and then hope that Altaria can wrap it up. I don't know how much I do to Jellicent, but it should be enough to, like, force their hand. Out it comes. Let's Hyper Voice it here. I got a crit. I think it didn't really matter at that point. Like, Cerulege wins too, but yeah, we win. Cool. We have another game. Caffeinated Gengar. I've been running into this guy on the ladder for a while now. He's always playing, and he's a pretty good player, so let's watch out. They are pretty weak to Mega Altaria, but they also have a lot of good ways to threaten it with, like, Dazzling Gleam Coco, Scizor. I wonder if Dragonite's going to be Ice Spinner, but I'm just going to lead this. Like, would you be Scarfed? I don't think I can risk you being Scarfed right away. But we'll risk it because I want to give them information for fun, you know? They should go for U-turn here. That's their best play. Oh, it's actually Specs Dazzle, I think that was. They did a lot. But they can't stay in here, right? They just die to EQ. Yeah, so it goes Hisui and Samurott. I can go Zapdos, but I think I already see that going badly because I'm just going to get Treadsed. I would rather just stay in here and Earthquake this. I guess Raging Bolt becomes scary, but it's already scary with my mon at this percent anyway. So let's just Quake, and now I'll go Zapdos. I can't risk Urshifu coming in on knockoff because I need that for Dragonite. Cerulege I have to keep healthy for Scizor. It's my only way around that mon. There's lots of threats on their team I just have to keep Pokemon healthy for, is what I'm trying to say. So what I think I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and bring you in. Crit Ceaseless Edge, why? And then I think I'm going to try to double here on the Treads into Urshifu. Or should I just Roost? Let's just Roost, forget it. Yeah, okay, that would have been a mistake. Maybe not. Okay, we knock out the Samurott, which for some reason I was faster than with defensive Zapdos. That crit might have mattered, because, like, maybe they were AV. If this Calm Minds, it's actually a threat. I think I have to Volt here. And hope Mega Altaria can just come in and do its thing. I think it can, so let's go for that route. Thunderbolt's not going to hurt that badly. So it goes Treads, which I have Flamethrower for. I would assume Rapid Spin, right? No, you go for the damage. Okay, that's fine. I don't really mind. Altaria is still here for that mon, so it's okay. Specs Dazzling Gleam time. This is a threat and a half, man. Who do I not want? Still think I keep Tinglu. It's worth it. I mean, if I'm that confident Dazzling Gleam is coming out, maybe I can pivot through Alomomola. That's a roll. Okay, what's the roll? How much are you doing to me? Because for all I know, 49 is the max, and I'm completely safe here. As it is. Okay, perfect. So I don't have to worry about anything. We can just flip turn. Keep this as a sack for later, and we know they're specs out of their mind, so I can go U and just hit Surging Strikes, really. Brings out Bolt again. So we knew this was a Calm Mind set. I gotta keep the Mon I have out on the field right now. If I go Altaria, how much does it take from +1 under terrain? It's gonna die, right? Raging Bolt. Calm Mind. Thunderbolt +1 hurts, wow. That's Photosynthesis boosted. Let's give it Propeller Tail. So I gotta wait for the terrain to go down, is what's happening here. So do I just sack off my Tinglu? Oh, they go for Rising Voltage. What? Okay, well I can Earthquake now for free. We've kept Cerulege for Scizor. We've kept a Dragonite counter and Scar for Shifu with the Ice Spinner. So they're gonna knock me out here probably, yeah. But now I get to go Altaria again. I think I Roost first, or do I just Hyper Voice now? It's actually tempting to Flamethrower, I'm gonna be honest, but I think I'll just Hyper Voice. Yeah, Flamethrower would have been a good idea. Should I go hard Cerulege? I mean, I lose if this goes wrong, but I think they're going to try to SD. So anyway, as I was saying, I lose if this goes wrong. How much does Bullet Punch do? Maybe this was a horrible idea, but if they start SDing, it's also scary. Bullet Punch probably kills. I mean, how much did Knockoff do? It did 61, so they're not max attack invested, meaning Bullet Punch doesn't kill me, and I can go for Bitter Blade here and get some health back. There we go. Okay, problem solved anyway. That was arguably the wrong play, but like I said, I was scared. Adamant Shadow Sneak might just knock out Coco from 34. Okay, it doesn't. But I think at this point I just go for that to make sure they die to hazards. And then, yeah, I think we're good. I don't see any way that I lose this, really. Never mind, maybe I do, because this thing is still around and a problem. Like, Altaria dies to Rising Voltage. So I gotta wait for terrain to go down. By, like, Protect stalling, basically. So I think I see what I gotta do here. I go U, Protect, sack off Zapdos. They actually don't even die. So let's Roost up here. They can't get up terrain like we said, so that's all that matters. Goes for Calm Mind. I think I'm actually making the wrong play because that Rising Voltage is gonna hurt. So I think it comes down to literally can Altaria live from 24, which I don't think it can at +1 now. But I didn't really have a choice. Like, it was gonna end up in this spot anyway. Rising Voltage. Why does that do so much? Let's get rid of this and make it +1. I think I lose. Yeah, that does way too much, unfortunately. I can't do anything. Hope they're slower, I guess, but they're not. Yeah, GG, man. Good plays. I think I misplayed for sure. Like, I should have had this game. I had a really good matchup, but it's fine. We'll move on. We have another game. Yeah, I didn't play that one too well, but we have another one right now against a Tornadus team. Let's go ahead and try not to get crit by Hurricane this time, but really what I need to do is break with Cerulege because I don't have plenty of ways around Clodsire, I'm going to be honest. Okay, luckily they let off with it. I'm just going to Earthquake because sometimes people like to go for the most aggro toxic of all time. Draining Kiss shouldn't hurt that badly. Yeah, I was going to say, you can't really switch into this anymore. I would love to Rocks right now, but it's so aggro. Yeah, so they just stay in predicting something else. So we get rid of Hatterene for free. Now I can get up Rocks on whatever I want. They still do have a Rapid Spinner, but Cerulege does exist, right? Let's see what wants to come in now. Yeah, we're going to try to play more calculated this time. I was like rushing a lot of things last game, not really thinking as much. There were some good plays made. Like, I'm glad I checked the thing with Alomomola pivoting into Coco. That was definitely a good idea. But there was no reason I should have lost a Raging Bolt with a Mega Altaria on my team. That's the thing. That's where things went wrong. So right here, I don't want to take a body press. I'm just going to go Zapdos on the attack / IDEF. If you're Rocky MZ, I guess that's a bit scary. Oh, I'm sorry, man. That sucks. Opts to go hard Clodsire, which it looks like it's a boot set. So we can go Tinglu here. On the rocks, the Rockinators go up. Just gonna not predict again. I don't think I have any reason to, is the reason. I'm just earthquaking. Getting rid of Clodsire makes this game 10 times easier, so I would rather just try to do that. Even though they have multiple good switch-ins. The fact that they have multiple good switch-ins, though, is the reason I think I'd do it this way. So we get our 35 off. Just gonna go Zapdos again, honestly. Like, maybe they'll land their Stone Edge this time, but I don't really mind it if they do. Goes for CC. I think that's banded. 29 is, like, quite a bit. We'll defog here, get rid of these hazards. Go back to Tinglu. Same thing, literally. Finally mixes it up and goes Corviknight. Okay, so let's get 50 off on this. I don't really mind taking a bit of damage. Maybe Zamazenta comes back? That's what I'm thinking here, but who really knows? I gotta get my Cerulege into break. So yeah, Za comes back. Let's check right now. Was it banded or not? Zapdos from... I don't think it's banded, actually, but 30 is a lot. No, it is banded. No, it's not. It's just adamant, I think. Or that's a Life Orb, so it is banded. Yeah, it has to be if Life Orb is doing that much. Scout the move with you. Get a knockoff here. Maybe knock off this Clodsire's item. As that means I can spam Ice Spinner now, which is cool. I think I'll wish. They're probably going to try to pivot through Clodsire here, hoping I flip turn, but it's actually Tornadus coming in. Goes for that, and that's fine. They can't land a move, unfortunately, for them. I think this is a roll that I don't want to go for, so let's just go back to Zapdos here. There's no reason to do this right now. This gives me the defog, as they get static paired as well. The luck isn't really on their side this game, in case it hasn't been obvious, but let's go you. I guess I'll just get up my own hazards and then weaken this with Ruination here. I could see them just throwing in the towel and going for the Terapagos sweep soon, but who really knows, right? Gets paired. Gets paired. What is happening, dude? I feel bad for this guy. I'm not even trying to do all that. Can Clodsire even come in on me right now? Yeah, this was a scam of a game for them. I'm going to be honest. 3 in a row? Like, how? I would be tilted. Yeah, I would not blame them if they said something in chat right now. That would signify they're annoyed. But let's just see. Ice Beam hopefully kills, and then if it does... I'm just Ice Beaming because Clodsire is the pivot, and maybe they want to bring that in. But I think it'll get 2-hit KO'd from 74. Although it is boots and has a monstrous Spit F stat, so who knows really, right? Are they just going to run out the timer now? Is that the master plan? They go ahead and DC, which, you know, is an understandable reaction after these 3 turns in a row. I still think my positioning was fine, but like this really reduced any chance they had of winning at all. So, yeah, unfortunate for them. We'll go ahead and assume that they're not coming back because even if they do, they don't really have a chance to win at this point. There's no way for them to get recovery. Corviknight's dead, and yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap it up right there. So I did hope you all enjoyed this. Like I said, that one game that I lost really should have been a win. I think I kind of threw by going hard Cerulege on the knockoff. That situation worked out. But really what I should have done was just kept Mega Altaria healthy, and I didn't, which is what allowed the Raging Bolt to come through in the end. So my mistake there, but overall this went really well, so I'm happy about that. And I'll see you next time. Later.